What happens to those familiar faces we grew up watching on screen? Those child stars that made us laugh, cry, and connect with their characters. Life has a way of changing all of us, and that's no different for these child actors. Some vanished from the limelight, while others reinvented themselves. The faces you once knew might look completely different today. So, who are these stars, and where are they now? Let's take a journey back, rediscovering 15 famous black child actors you probably wouldn't recognize today. You might just be surprised by where life has taken them. 15. Dee Davis. You may remember her as the adorable Brianna from the Bernie Mac show. Dee Davis lit up the screen with her sass and quick wit, becoming a household name at just 5 years old. But what happens when you step out of the spotlight so young? For Dee, life took her down a different path. She paused her acting career to focus on her education, and now she's a mom of 2 and a successful entrepreneur, running her own textile printing business. She even keeps her fans in the loop through her YouTube channel. But would you recognize her today if you saw her on the street? That's the question. 14. Zelda Harris Crooklyn is a film many of us hold dear, and at the heart of it was Zelda Harris's Troy. The young girl who captured our attention on screen went on to beat over 1,000 other kids for that role, but her journey didn't stop there. After working on other projects like The Babysitter's Club and Law & Order, Zelda stepped away from Hollywood to focus on her education, graduating from Princeton University. Today, she's a teacher and a musician leading a band, a far cry from her days on the big screen. But how many child stars do you know who followed such a path? 13. Dion Richmond. Known to many as Kenny, Rudy's best friend on The Cosby Show, Dion Richmond was the boy who could make you laugh with just a glance. After his success on The Cosby Show and Sister Sister, Dion kept acting here and there, but has since become a bit of a mystery. He prefers to keep his personal life private, focusing on raising his children and occasionally sharing moments with his fans on social media. But in a world where child actors often struggle to stay grounded, Dion seems to have found balance. Would you recognize that boyish charm today? 12. Ross Bagley. He made us laugh in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and wowed us in Independence Day. But Ross Bagley's life after Hollywood took a different turn. After stepping away from acting, Ross pursued a career in real estate. Yes, the boy you once saw running from aliens is now helping people buy homes. He's not completely gone from the entertainment world, though. He still makes appearances at fan conventions and reunions. 11. Brandon Hammond. Brandon Hammond was one of the most popular child actors of the 90s. From Soul Food to Waiting to Exhale, his performances earned him awards and recognition that many child actors can only dream of. But after his rise to fame, he stepped out of the spotlight in 2002. Instead of staying in front of the camera, Brandon has been writing and directing his own films. He's traded in acting for a life behind the scenes, but his creativity never left. 10th. Kanani Griffin. Remember Bobby James from All of Us? Or the adorable kid in Daddy Daycare? That was Kanani Griffin, who became a child star at just 5 years old. Kanani didn't stop acting. He transitioned to voice acting, breathing life into animated characters. He's still in the industry, though his face may not be as familiar as it once was. Kanani has quietly continued to carve out his space in entertainment, and his work speaks for itself. 9. Brighton James. If you grew up watching Family Matters, you'll remember Little Richie. But Brighton James has come a long way since those days. He's made a career for himself on the soap opera The Young and the Restless, winning multiple Daytime Emmy Awards. And if that wasn't impressive enough, he's also heavily involved in charity work. He founded Rad Kids, an organization that brings together celebrities to raise awareness about drunk driving. 8. Kyla Pratt. The name Kyla Pratt brings up memories of The Proud Family and Dr. Dolittle. Kyla was one of those rare child actors who transitioned smoothly into adulthood in Hollywood. She took a step back from the spotlight for a while to focus on her personal life. She's a mother now, but she's never been far from our screens. Her voice work in The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder has brought her back into the limelight. Kyla's still got that same energy and talent that made her famous. But how many people realize she's still the voice behind one of our favorite animated characters? 7. Wesley Jonathan Wesley. Jonathan was the heartthrob of the 90s, starring in the hit series City Guys. With his charming smile and dimples, he stole hearts everywhere. Fast forward to today, and Wesley is living a much quieter life, having married and started a family. Though he's not in the spotlight as much, Wesley's life now is all about family and keeping things private. The shift from being a teen heartthrob to a low-profile family man isn't an easy one, but Wesley seems to have mastered it. 6. Ashley Adams. Ashley Adams had a role in the beloved series Parenthood, a show many of us still hold close to our hearts. After stepping away from acting to focus on her studies, Ashley earned her degree in theater and has been making her way back into the industry. It's rare to see child actors return to the business with such determination, but Ashley has always been an exception. 5. Kylin Bolton. Do you remember JoJo from Baby Boy? Kylin Bolton, one half of the identical twins who played the role, decided to pursue acting while his brother did not. Kylin's been working hard to make a name for himself in Hollywood, taking on roles in movies and TV shows. It's fascinating to watch how one twin decided to step away, while the other continued the journey in the entertainment industry. 4. Vanessa Baden. Vanessa Baden's face was a staple in the 90s, appearing in shows like Gullah Gullah Island and Kenan and Kel. After taking a break to focus on her studies, Vanessa made a comeback, co-writing, producing, and starring in the award-winning web series Giants. The series earned her a Daytime Emmy Award and solidified her place in the industry. Vanessa's story is one of perseverance, coming back stronger than ever after her break from acting. 3. George O Gore II. George O Gore II grew up on TV, starring in My Wife and Kids. But after the show ended, he stepped behind the camera, preferring to write and direct. He even directed an episode of the show featuring LeBron James. George has transitioned into the creative side of storytelling, proving that his talent isn't just in front of the camera. 2. Kenny Blank. Kenny Blank, also known as Ken Michael, has always been a creative force. From his roles in Parenthood to his work behind the camera as a filmmaker and composer, Kenny has never stopped evolving. His journey from child star to musician to filmmaker is one of the most interesting on this list. He's even done voice work for video games, showing that his talent knows no bounds. 1. Arthur Reggie III. Last but not least, Arthur Reggie III, the star of My Brother and Me. While the show didn't last long, it left a lasting impression. After the show ended, Arthur shifted his focus to music, releasing multiple mixtapes and performing under the name Show Business. Arthur's story is one of creativity and reinvention, proving that talent doesn't just disappear, it evolves. If you enjoyed rediscovering these incredible stories, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to the channel for more engaging content like this. You never know, your favorite childhood star might just be next on our list.